The entire city of Miami Beach knew that I Turing was the substitute for the one who held Lovelace's heart. On our wedding anniversary, I cooked a table full of food, but only waited for her to say one sentence. "Let's get divorced." Tesla had returned. Then, Lovelace got engaged to her first love. On the day they held their wedding ceremony, Lovelace abandoned Tesla, ran away from the wedding, and came looking for me. But what she didn't know was, I was already dead. That night, I worked overtime and didn't go home. After sending Lovelace dozens of messages, I finally received a brief reply from her, but it was a lie. The shadow reflected on the wine glass in Tesla's social media photo. The charming smile, who else could it be but her? Even the diamond ring, elongated and distorted in that reflection, was one I had saved up for bit by bit, spending all my savings to buy. She wore him, radiant in front of another man. On our very own wedding anniversary. Everything I had prepared all day, the table full of food, the delicate cake, the tulips she loved the most, suddenly became utterly ironic. Just yesterday, she whispered in my ear, "I will never leave you." Unexpectedly, that word, forever, hadn't even lasted 24 hours. As soon as Tesla returned, everything between Lovelace and me shattered instantly, unable to withstand a single blow. She didn't even bother to come up with a more thoughtful lie for me. I once thought that the relationship between us wasn't just that of a replacement lover. At least, in that first snow year. The candy that the little girl, as beautiful as a jade statue, placed in my palm, had always been sweet. Even as time passed and the little girl of the past became a woman, she was still her. While cooking, my mind was entirely focused on Lovelace's surprised expression, completely oblivious to the burn mark from the hot oil splattering onto my hand. Now, with my heart half cold, the burn started to hurt again. Fortunately, it was only a blister. No bleeding. Recently, for some reason, even very small scratches were hard to heal. I tried to stand up to get burn ointment, but was unsteady and fell back down onto the floor. My head was dizzy. Everything in the room became blurry. My phone vibrated constantly. I fumbled for it and picked up Lovelace's voice sounding. "Come to the Starwood Inn and pick us up. Tesla drank too much, he can't drive." I thought that after Tesla returned, she wouldn't remember me anymore. It turns out I wasn't entirely useless. I never refused her requests. The word, "okay," was already on my lips. But my head was spinning, and my stomach was uneasy. This condition was really unsuitable for driving. "Lovelace, I'm not feeling very well today. Should I call a ride for you? How can someone who recovers from even the flu in 2 days be unwell? Don't forget your place." Dial tone. She had no patience for my rambling. After saying what she wanted to say, she hung up, leaving only a dark silence. I sighed, hastily treated the burn, casually took 2 pills, and went downstairs to get the car. Lovelace was right, one must always remember their place to avoid having unwarranted delusions. The whole city knew I was the substitute for the one who held Lovelace's heart. That year, Tesla went abroad. She was angry and signed a marriage contract with me. I knew my place from the start. I shouldn't have harbored any illusory fantasies in this marriage. I had fallen in love with Lovelace earlier than our marriage. That couldn't withstand a single blow. While waiting for them at the hotel gate, I ate a candy. This was one I carried with me from home when I went out. It was very sweet, sweet like the one Lovelace gave me long ago. I searched for a long time to buy them. Every time she ignored me, I would eat one, reminding myself of what she meant to me. Perhaps the medication was taking effect. The dizziness in my head completely vanished, leaving me more clear-headed than ever. She and Tesla walked out hand in hand. Tesla, whether genuinely drunk or pretending, leaned half his body onto Lovelace. She patiently supported him, and when they got into the car, she carefully shielded him to prevent him from hitting his head. If I weren't her husband, these two would truly look like an affectionate couple. At least, she had never been that patient with me. On the way home, Tesla noticed the band-aid on my hand. Turing, what happened to your hand? It's nothing. We fell back into complete silence. Lovelace was smart. I rushed out, not having time to clean the smell of oil from myself. She must have guessed what happened. Her eyes flickered, and just as she was about to speak, Tesla suddenly felt nauseous. Lovelace immediately forgot what she wanted to say to me. Her fastidiousness disappeared completely in front of him. She tenderly gave him water and wiped the corners of his mouth. Tesla's eyes were red-rimmed. Lovelace, do you know how much I missed you? Even in my dreams, it was your silhouette. Don't leave me again. Lovelace was clearly heartbroken. A single tear rolled down her cheek, making my eyes ache. Seeing Tesla about to kiss her, I slammed on the brakes. Due to inertia, he hit the back of the front seat, his nose instantly swollen. Sorry, red light. Turing, what is your intention today? You made excuses when I asked you to pick us up from the hotel, and on the road, you hit Tesla like that? He is already in poor health and had been drinking. How could you be so cruel? Lovelace's words stopped the moment she stepped inside the house. The table full of food had grown cold. The cream on the cake was slightly melted. The tulips drooped on the side. The medicine box was opened in disarray. Her throat choked up. Turing. Her phone rang. What? How could he be so careless? It's all my fault. I should be by his side. Once again, she threw the words she wanted to say to me out of her head. After hanging up, she was full of remorse. I shouldn't have known he can't take care of himself well, yet still left him alone. She glanced at me. The remorse vanished, replaced by coldness and finality. She took a divorce agreement from the bedside drawer. He has returned. Let's get divorced. As I promised you, the specialized chess funding for the Golden Gate Children's Home will not be cut. This villa will be left for you. I will compensate you an additional $1.4 million. Humans are self-deceptive creatures. Even facing an unchangeable outcome, one still wants to struggle. But you clearly said yesterday that you would never leave me. Turing, she cut me off, seeming to draw a line with her hateful memories. And also trying to convince herself, the only person I love is Tesla. He needs me more. Turing, you have a future. You have dreams. I am not the only person in your life. But Tesla is different. He only has me. Lovelace, listen to me. Tesla has a fever. I have to go now. Sorry. She immediately grabbed her bag and left. But very quickly, I discovered that Lovelace's words were ludicrously wrong. The person without a future was clearly me. Just 3 minutes after Lovelace left, I discovered I also had a fever. Not only that, the fragile band-aid was soaked through with a dark red liquid, failing completely to conceal the slowly seeping blood. I gasped, feeling like I was about to die. I suddenly became afraid that I would never see her again. In a panic, I called her. Lovelace, it's so good you came back. Turing, don't tell me you are sick too. You are the person who can sit firmly on the field for an hour and a half. If we have decided to break up, let's maintain some dignity. Tesla is already sweating from the fever. I don't have time to waste with you. Sorry. She completely didn't believe me. After saying that, she hung up. I used my last ounce of strength to call 911. When I woke up, I was at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. I was somewhat lucky she hadn't come back, because the doctor told me I had end-stage leukemia. I wouldn't live much longer. Finding a suitable bone marrow donor was not easy. And I didn't want chemotherapy. At most 1 month, I would quietly die on some peaceful late night. The doctor worriedly said, "Your condition is not very optimistic. I think we need to inform your family." No need, I don't have family. I thanked the doctor, left distracted with the medicine, but ran into Lovelace, the one who had rushed off last night. Turing, what are you doing here? She instinctively blocked Tesla, like a mother hen protecting her chick. Tesla was almost as tall as me, a whole head taller than Lovelace. Standing behind her, he raised his eyebrow at me. On his forehead, the white fever patch she had just applied, and the redness on the tip of his nose was barely reduced. He looked somewhat comical. The sudden diagnosis made me restless. Lovelace was right, I had dreams. There was an international chess tournament 2 months away. This was the first time I had made it to the final. I thought I could win a medal this time. But, unexpectedly, I was not even qualified to participate. Seeing me not speak, she frowned. Turing, I'm talking to you. Whatever you came here for, I came here for the same. I glanced at Tesla's examination report in her hand. All indicators were normal, and his body temperature was even a peaceful $37.10 carat, circ, text, C, dollar. It must be that Lovelace was worried and specifically accompanied him for a checkup. She glanced at the bag I was carrying, which contained medication and test reports. Her gaze lingered for a moment. What happened to you? Perhaps it was this moment of hesitation that gave me inappropriate thoughts. Lovelace, if I die, will you be sad? Haha. Lovelace's words were cut off by the cough of the man behind her. Tesla waved his hand, signaling her not to mind him. Lovelace, I just have a fever. Turing, your hand was scalded last night, it might get inflamed. If it's serious, you're used to being alone abroad. Go take care of him. Tesla's words made Lovelace immediately ignore me. Turing is very healthy. I haven't seen him suffer from any serious illness in all these years, at most just a stomach ache. But you, Tesla, get sick every few days and don't know how to take care of yourself. The two of them confided in each other. I stood there looking very out of place. I was very impolite, leaving without saying goodbye, carrying my bag. Actually, before I was diagnosed with leukemia, my health wasn't very good either. Since childhood, due to training for competitions, I often forgot to eat or sleep. Suffering from malnutrition, the number of times I was sick was not few. It's just that when I was with her, I was afraid she would worry. So every time I was sick, I secretly took medicine. The attention she placed on me was inherently not much. It didn't take much effort for me to satisfy her. This time was the same. I had signed the divorce agreement and received the divorce certificate. She and I no longer had any relationship. She definitely wouldn't know about my illness. But I didn't expect that before even the day we were supposed to receive the final divorce papers. The hospital had contacted Lovelace. In the time that followed, Lovelace was very busy, having no time to formally finalize the divorce proceedings with me. And my health gradually deteriorated over time. The doctor saw my poor mental state and worriedly said, Turing, do you need me to introduce you to a hospital psychologist? I shook my head and left. When passing a pharmacy, I was bumped by someone and didn't realize I had dropped my ID card. A few days later, I resolutely stopped going for follow-up appointments. I just locked myself in the bedroom, watching old competition videos. I couldn't distinguish day from night. I only felt my mind becoming increasingly unclear, and my body also began to stiffen. I was about to die, yet I hadn't even received the final divorce papers from her. Thinking back, I felt a little guilty towards Lovelace. She had paid the money and kept her promise to me, but I had secretly breached the contract. Not only did I love her, but I also hadn't vacated the position. The downstairs entrance door was violently pushed open. Lovelace, don't worry, there are many phishing messages nowadays. It's probably just a scammer's trick. If you want to confirm Turing's condition, you just need to call him. The board of directors is waiting for you. You don't need to abandon a crowd of people. That was Tesla's voice. I know that was a scam call. Of course, Turing's body is as strong as an ox. How could he be sick? I'm just fed up that even scam information about him is being called in to me. I came here to finalize the divorce proceedings with him. Her footsteps were hurried, high heels clicking on the stairs. It seemed she was rushing to confirm something to put her mind at ease. She pushed open my bedroom door. The TV had been turned off some time ago. The whole room was strangely quiet. I lay peacefully on the bed, looking as if I were dead. Thud, her handbag fell to the floor. I had a very long dream. In the dream, I won the International Chess Championship. Everyone cheered for me. This dream was too real. So real that the leukemia seemed like an insignificant minor incident, neither changing my fate nor affecting my progress. When being interviewed, someone grasped my hand, a small, soft, and warm hand. I turned my head to look, and it was Lovelace. The dream was woven too perfectly, making it easily recognized. For example, Lovelace She would never look at me with that gaze, nor would she actively hold my hand. Just as she would never know that she, herself, was the reason I wanted to win the chess championship. I moved my finger and realized that there truly was a slender hand resting on mine. Opening my eyes, I met Lovelace's gaze. She seemed to sigh silently with relief. But in just a moment, she returned to her usual cold demeanor. The medicine I took contained a sedative component. I slept too soundly, not even knowing when they entered. She said, Turing, perfect timing. We have time today. Let's go get the divorce certificate. We'll call it even. It prevents you from missing your competition preparations, and it doesn't delay Tesla's and my wedding next month. I opened my mouth, discovering I could only exhale air. I used all my strength to prop myself up from the bed. Tesla seemed impatient. Is getting your ID card and household registration book that difficult? Someone who didn't know would think you have some terminal illness. Lovelace frowned, gently telling him to wait outside. Tesla left. She spoke softly, Turing, you seem to have lost weight. My hand searching for the ID card stopped. I said nothing. Turing, long time no see. Don't you have anything to say to me? I just received a scam phone call. She paused. They said your ID card was dropped at the hospital. They also said you were sick. Very seriously sick. No wonder I couldn't find my ID card. It turns out it was dropped at the hospital. That hospital was the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. This wasn't the first time I'd sought treatment there. It wasn't strange that they had my contact information. After all, for a long time, Lovelace was truly my only next of kin. Are you very concerned about my health? Why, afraid I'll break my word and refuse to divorce? I deliberately teased. Lovelace, could it be that after leaving me, you realized you've fallen in love with me without knowing it? She quickly recovered her cold demeanor. I will never love anyone else but Tesla. Turing, abandon that idea. Her words were utterly ruthless, as if she was declaring her loyalty to their love, and yet as if she resented being seen through by me. But why? I clearly came when called and left when dismissed. I neither clung to her nor played tricks. I was even more obedient than an oppressed employee. When told I was fired, I immediately cooperated with the procedures, determined to leave. Even so, am I still resented by her? Take your time searching. I'm going downstairs with Tesla. No need. A temporary ID card can also be used for the divorce. Let's go. Let's go get the temporary one. It's not on the way. Turing, call your own ride. Tesla said this, then sped away with Lovelace. The entire way, he didn't look at me even once more. My head felt slightly dizzy. It wasn't until the car disappeared from view that I collapsed onto the floor. A passerby called 911. I woke up, and what met my eyes was blinding white. There were over 20 missed calls from Lovelace on my phone. I called back. Turing, we no longer have any relationship. Please cancel all information linked to me. I don't want to receive any more scam calls related to you. Tesla and I are getting married next month. Please stop bothering our lives. She was still as domineering as before. I scratched my head, releasing all ties related to her. The doctor didn't allow me to run outside anymore, keeping me in the hospital for treatment. I was afraid they would call Lovelace again, so I left the phone number of the director of the Golden Gate Children's Home. After all, after I die, my belongings will be donated to the Golden Gate Children's Home. Letting them send a few kids to look after me first is what I deserve. Newton was one of these children. He visited me the most, and was also the most special child, because he was also a patient at this hospital, just like me. The director once said that the boy was the most naturally gifted chess player. After me, I thought that after I died, he could fulfill my dream for me. Unexpectedly, he was also short-lived like me. Moreover, his illness seemed even more severe than mine. His small head, completely bald, reflected the light dimly. If there's a suitable bone marrow match, Newton still has hope. The nurse comforted me. Recently, I frequently received strange phone calls, often late at night. When I answered, there was no sound on the other side. I think I was beginning to understand why Lovelace resented me, constantly receiving unwarranted harassing calls. Truly affected one's mood. Finally, one day I couldn't take it anymore, cursed the caller fiercely, and blocked the number. The next day, I received a call from Lovelace, still the commanding tone. As before, Turing, I'm informing you for the last time. My wedding has been moved up. My wedding day is in 20 days. You must come and officiate for me. Ms. Lovelace, I apologize. I don't have the habit of attending my ex-lovers' weddings. This was the first time I had used such a distant form of address with Lovelace. And also the first time I had refused her request. But Lovelace, I fundamentally wouldn't live another 20 days. Turing, what did you just call me? Lovelace was stunned for a moment, then furious. Turing, you were the one who said never seeing me in a wedding dress was a regret. That's why I called you. Never seeing Lovelace in a wedding dress was indeed my regret. But what I regretted was that she wasn't wearing a wedding dress to marry me. Thank you, Ms. Lovelace, for the kindness. I apologize. Turing, I order you, you must appear at my wedding. She was truly unreasonable. Even when I refused, Lovelace still sent me the wedding itinerary as usual. It was as if I really would be the officiant for her wedding. It was as if I was the groom of the wedding. That small thought flashed through my mind, but it seemed it no longer mattered. My body fundamentally couldn't hold up until that day. God always enjoys playing tricks on humans. For example, I had clearly prepared myself, silently waiting for death to arrive, yet I received news that the bone marrow transplant was successful. Everyone was happy for me. Newton lay propped up beside my hospital bed, his small head reflecting the light dimly. Brother Turing, I really admire you. You'll be able to return to the arena soon. I don't know how much longer I have to wait for Marrow. Amidst the happy laughter and talking, everyone's faces held smiles, except for the director, who looked like he had something to say but held back. Turing, you have a chance to survive now. Do you still want to make that choice? The director asked me after everyone left. I nodded, without any hesitation. Everyone has to die. I knew my health situation myself. Even if the bone marrow transplant was successful, I wouldn't be able to continue competing. This was my last chance. The international chess tournament, the adult event, was moved up to 10 days later. The venue was right here in the city I was in. Lovelace, don't think I didn't know she liked him since childhood. I took out a piece of candy from my pocket, unwrapped the sparkling foil, and put it in my mouth. It still seemed very sweet, but I had taken too much bitter medicine. My sense of taste was no longer good. I folded the candy wrapper into a paper crane. She already had the person she truly liked. She didn't need me anymore. I was an orphan who grew up at the Golden Gate Children's Home. Before I was 4, an extra egg for dinner was the happiest thing for me. But at age 4, I met Lovelace. She was like a princess, stepping out of a beautiful black car, wearing a white, puffy dress, a pearl necklace, and a delicate little hairpin on her head. The day I met her was the first time I was exposed to chess. The black and white pieces stood opposed, their transformations endless. They told me, the De La Rosa Corporation planned to sponsor the Golden Gate Children's Home with a chess theme. The children at the Golden Gate Children's Home were exposed to chess for the first time. A week later, the head of the Golden Gate Children's Home would receive the largest sponsorship. To be able to see her again, I practiced very hard. And as expected, I won first place. Lovelace presented the award to me. When I stepped off the stage, she secretly slipped a piece of candy into my hand. The girl's cheeks were uniquely flushed, reflected in her big, round, black grape-like eyes. From then on, I had a real purpose in life. Chess and Lovelace. This was all the motivation that supported my life for the past 25 years. How could I give up? I refused the successful bone marrow transplant, choosing to participate in the competition. Lovelace continued to send me the wedding itinerary. I never replied, but each time I zoomed in and scrutinized it several times. There were many parts one was dissatisfied with. Tesla was truly careless. If it were me, I would prepare a more perfect wedding for her. The director came again to persuade me, Turing, even if you give up that choice, no one will blame you. You can completely have a new life. If you insist on participating in this match, Given your health condition, you will die right there on the spot. The sunset dyed the clouds into fireworks. That at least proves I once lived brilliantly. On the day I participated in the competition, Lovelace and Tesla also came. They sat in the VIP audience section. She was still the same as before, both friendly and arrogant. The VIP audience section and the player's entrance were very close. When entering or exiting, it was easy to overhear the audience's conversations. I've already arranged it with the photographer. They just need to capture you when you enter the venue. You can leave midway. If it weren't for your De La Rosa Corporation still sponsoring the chess project, you wouldn't have to travel this far. Tesla kept rambling incessantly beside her. Lovelace only gave a faint ahem. People truly shouldn't be too self-flattering. When entering the venue, there was a moment when her gaze fell upon me. I almost thought she had intentionally come to see me. It turned out she was just here to handle formalities for the corporation's prestige. It's just, for some reason, I felt she seemed much more distant from Tesla. No longer as close as when he first returned home. The director was not wrong. My body fundamentally couldn't endure completing the match, a task that requires such high concentration for a long period. Just halfway through the match, tiny beads of sweat were already beading on my forehead. The scene before my eyes began to blur. Lovelace had never patiently watched an entire match before. No matter how I negotiated with her, she had never watched one to the end. But this time, she didn't follow Tesla's arrangement to leave midway, but sat until the very end. I tried to hold on until the match ended, but the scattered will and spirit made my performance very poor. Although I didn't achieve any ranking, this result made me very satisfied. At least, I genuinely participated in an international tournament. The director ran over to support me. As I walked past the audience section, I heard Lovelace's voice calling me. I quietly told the director to help me speed up. Tesla was very displeased with my attitude. Walking so fast? In a hurry? To reincarnate? It was rare for Tesla to speak the truth. I truly was in a hurry to reincarnate. As soon as the director helped me into the car, I couldn't hold on and collapsed. It was as if the sound in my ears was suddenly muted. I felt my body become lighter than ever before. The director was anxiously shouting something, but I couldn't hear it at all. Arriving at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, they placed my body onto a gurney and rushed it into the emergency room. I looked at the lights in the emergency room and the busy medical staff. I really wanted to tell them not to waste their energy anymore. I was already dead. My soul had departed. The medical staff's emergency efforts were unsuccessful, as my body stopped breathing. My hearing was restored. I had signed a voluntary organ donation agreement while alive. As soon as I died, I could donate my kidney to Newton. I had asked the director to perform a marrow match test for us. There was no issue. I watched the boys' competition video. This Newton truly has my demeanor from back then. Let the boy compete with my kidney. If he unfortunately wins the championship, I can also be considered the one standing on the podium. Lovelace called again. Initially, the director was angry at her and didn't want to answer. After pressing end once, perhaps remembering my feelings for her, or perhaps remembering the De La Rosa Corporation sponsorship for the Golden Gate Children's Home, the director hesitated a moment and called her back. Before he could speak, Lovelace's voice came through. Turing, I'm informing you for the last time. You must attend my wedding. The director was so angry his fingers trembled, but for the sake of the Golden Gate Children's Home, he didn't lose his temper with her. Ms. Lovelace, Turing has passed away. The receiver was silent for a moment, her breath sounding shaky. That's impossible. Ms. Lovelace, I am the director of the Golden Gate Children's Home. Turing was our child. I have no reason to lie to you. He has passed away. I hope you can let him go, so he can rest in peace. The director was truly a naive old man. I was already dead. Whether she let me go or not, I couldn't know. No, I actually did know. But Lovelace, why was she so insistent on having me at her wedding? She was clearly already with Tesla. I, a substitute, had lost my final value. Why force me to come? To humiliate me? She wasn't that kind of person. I sat on the windowsill, hugging my head, unable to figure it out. After the director finished speaking, the silence on the other end lasted longer. I think she must have remembered the scattered medicine boxes in the house, my staggering footsteps at the hospital, and my pale lips during the match. Lovelace is a very intelligent woman. She would quickly realize that what the director said was true. She is inherently rational and restrained, although I didn't know why she was so insistent that I appear at the wedding. I knew that once she realized this was an impossible request, she would immediately accept the reality and give up harassing me. But her next sentence made me feel that perhaps I truly didn't understand her enough. Informed Turing, this hide-and-seek game is truly boring. I'm not interested in playing with him anymore. If he doesn't show up on the wedding day, I will immediately cancel the sponsorship for the Golden Gate Children's Home. Just like every time before, she said what she wanted to say and immediately hung up, but this time seemed a little faster, as if she was afraid to hear what the director was about to say. The director sat on the hospital bench, stroking my photo, and sighed. He called Lovelace back, but she didn't answer at all. Suddenly, my soul began to soar. Opening my eyes, I was back in Lovelace's room at the De La Rosa family's old mansion. Having been married for 2 years, I only came here once. This was the place that held all her youthful thoughts. It was her private space. She didn't allow me in. Knock, knock, knock. The door knock matched my tightening heartbeat. Tesla's voice sounded behind the door. Lovelace, I warmed the milk for you. Can I bring it in? Lovelace scornfully rolled her eyes. Just leave it outside. Ignoring the tension of having accidentally entered her private room, the question mark in my head grew bigger. Wasn't she most in love with Tesla? Why did she look at him with such disgust now? If she resented him so much, why did she still want to marry Tesla? Why did she want me to officiate the wedding? I vaguely had a premonition. This was why my soul had not yet reincarnated. Her phone rang again. I looked at the screen. It was the director calling. I told you so. The director is truly a naive old man. She fundamentally wouldn't cancel the sponsorship for the Golden Gate Children's Home, saying that was only to scare the old man. Lovelace hung up the phone, then opened my social media timeline. Since the divorce, my social media updates had stopped. So, when she clicked, what met her eyes were our past moments. She didn't have the habit of scrolling through social media, knowing she wouldn't. Look, I had posted everything. Today is our anniversary. I cooked a table full of food, prepared her favorite tulips. This is a surprise. Cannot reveal the secret. Lovelace came home. Her heels were all scratched up. Such expensive high heels. Still hurt her feet. Luckily, I'm skillful, guaranteed to heal immediately. The accompanying photo showed the high heels I had fixed. So, it was you who did it, she mumbled. No wonder they didn't hurt my feet the next day. Lovelace is indeed the most adorable little princess in the world. Even when she has a fever, her voice is still sweet. The accompanying photo was of her small, flushed face sleeping while she had the flu. Turing. She seemed a little angry. I fearfully stepped back a little, but remembering I was a soul now, I sat back down firmly. She also realized we were divorced. Her anger quickly turned into a wry smile, then she started crying. She continued scrolling through my social media, from morning to night. I think she should believe what the director said. Rot quoc. Con noi kai sao ki chet. Hin an trong long noi kak moi tro nen dang. You. If she didn't know I was dead, how could she be both crying and laughing while looking at my timeline? It certainly couldn't be because she loved me. Now I could move freely within a 100-meter radius around Lovelace. I quickly discovered the problem. Initially, I thought Tesla suddenly going abroad was because the two of them had argued, neither willing to yield, which made her angrily leave. And Lovelace chose to marry me. Now it seems that wasn't the case at all. At that time, Lovelace's family company faced turbulence. Tesla didn't think she, a woman, was capable of sustaining such a large corporation. Just then, he met a wealthy foreign woman. So, he casually found an excuse to argue with Lovelace and went abroad. That way, he could keep Lovelace hanging while living a luxurious life abroad. But the wealthy woman grew tired of him some time ago, coupled with the fact that he heard Lovelace was running the company very well. He developed the idea of returning. His return this time was fundamentally not out of longing for Lovelace, but to scam money from her. I angrily clenched my fist. Now, my obsession with Lovelace had almost vanished, but since I grew up with her, seeing her choose such scum still made me feel frustrated. I want to retract my assertion that Lovelace is a smart girl. Because not only did she fail to detect that Tesla was scum, but she also didn't believe I was dead. She still stubbornly insisted I attend the wedding. The wedding day arrived quickly. I was worried and restless. I don't know if it was because my obsession with Lovelace had vanished, or if it was because I had truly been dead for a long time. But the gravitational pull between her and me was becoming increasingly tenuous. I felt like I was about to be able to reincarnate, but she was about to marry this piece of scum. I don't believe that with her acumen, she couldn't detect Tesla's clumsy tricks, but I felt like her mind wasn't focused on him. She was always looking through him and into the distance. Whenever she had free time, she would call me. The director knew she didn't believe him, so he resolutely stopped answering the phone. Lovelace, there's no need to force Turing to be the officiant. I know you are nostalgic, but if the person doesn't want to come, don't pressure them, Tesla said to Lovelace, who was still on the phone backstage. Who says he's not coming? Isn't he right here? I stood next to Lovelace, looking at her. I have to admit, she was truly beautiful. The white dress enhanced her appearance like an angel, just like the first time I met her. Lovelace listened to Tesla's words and sneered. If there's no officiant, then the wedding can start now. She directly pushed open the backstage door. The lighting crew quickly turned on the spotlight. Tesla jogged slowly behind her, just as he was about to hold her hand. Lovelace shrugged him off. She walked to the center of the stage and picked up the microphone. Distinguished guests, everyone is gathered here today because I want to show you some interesting things. Along with her voice, the large electronic screen projected flirty chat logs of Tesla with other wealthy women, and the audio recording of him secretly conferring with someone else to transfer Lovelace's assets. Alright, I admit she truly is a smart girl. After the projection finished, Tesla's face turned pale. The silhouettes of police officers appeared among the guests. Tesla tried to flee, but was caught. After dealing with this minor incident, she said, I want to apologize to one person. Turing, I'm sorry, and I love you. The guests started murmuring. She anxiously searched for my silhouette, but realized I wasn't there at all. The hall door was pushed open again. Lovelace pulled her wedding dress and ran out. She went home first, discovering everything was just as it was when we separated. The cold food had spoiled, even starting to smell rank. She went to the Golden Gate Children's Home next. Everyone there told her I had died a long time ago. Then, she finally trudged to the hospital, seeing my death report. Impossible, how could he die? His health was as strong as an ox. Didn't he just participate in the competition a few days ago? He doesn't want to forgive me. Did he team up with you to lie to me? Turing, stop playing games. I was wrong. I truly know I was wrong. Not long after breaking up with you, I regretted it. It's just that I thought we had plenty of time. If you didn't come looking for me, I wouldn't pay attention to you. You liked me for so long, you would definitely make up first. But I never thought you would rather lie to me that you were dead than come out to see me. Lovelace, wearing her wedding dress, that inherently arrogant woman, her hair messy, sat helplessly crouched in the hospital corridor, silently sobbing. I knew this time she finally believed I was dead. The fate between people is truly magical. The person you thought you had plenty of time with, the things I prepared all day. I helped Lovelace smooth her hair. I felt my body becoming lighter and lighter. The queue for the road to heaven is very long. The last bond between Lovelace and me hasn't completely broken yet. While waiting in line, I perceived what happened afterward. Lovelace yielded the CEO position to someone else, dedicating herself solely to public welfare work. Later, she became a chess promotion ambassador, and never married again. The moment I stepped onto the road to heaven, it seemed someone was calling my name. But I didn't turn back. Once I enter the Yellow Springs, we are separated by life and death. A new life is waiting for me.